Hey, what's up everybody? Well, here we are at the very beginning of day 7. So what I'm going to try to do, like I said in the previous video, is loot what I can. Here, I'll start that. It's almost 4. And then that's what I'll do for until about 10 o'clock. And I'll start the next video, and then the airdrop should be there. I'll come back, do a little more looting. Oh, there we go. And then set up my home away from home for sitting out through day 7. I should probably have a beer here. Get that stamina going. I need to make a new bow too. I was just looking at it. I'm level 20 and I'm running around with this 160 bow. That'll definitely be down. Alright, so I'll quickly get to looting here. Doesn't look like a bad morning. No zombies. Try to burn through this real fast. Been playing a couple different games, so kind of got my controls a little off. Well, not track some zombies. And so hopefully I find some more ammo coming up. And I wish that they put this on the consoles. You know, that would be 236. I got better. Even though it's an early access, it would be great for people to play this together on the console. It's an excellent co-op game. Nope. That I wish more people play. It seems like it's more of a cult game than anything. You know, it's got quite a following, but nothing big. You know, it's not out there, and especially that being on the PC. A lot of people have a hard time figuring out PC gaming and everything. They think it's super expensive to get a great system, and it is naturally more expensive. But in the long run, you'll save because you get games for cheaper typically, and also you get free games and all this and that. But also you get better performance, higher frame rates, and that's all garbage. Damn you gun safes. It takes so long to get into, and all you give me is trash. And do I got better? I can't remember. Yep. Checkarooski. Yeah. Tiny upgrade. I can't remember. Did I go to that corner? No, I think I did. There's never anything in those. I mean, if there is, it's crap. A lot of water. Whole lot of water. Hey, my man. Got the shotgun shells. There's another gun safe with crap in it. Yeah, occasionally you get something good, but it seems like the backpacks always have the high quality purple gun parts. And then these, on the other hand, it's got stuff to start putting your weapon together, maybe a little bit better. It's kind of crappy. I don't know why that is. You'd think that these would have some of the best parts, and submachine gun and sniper rifle parts. What do I got? 140. Yeah, I got better. So, my barrel's better. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, a little better. So we got about, what, 4 more hours? Yeah, I could have taken his pants. Scrapola. Man, I think I'd be getting purple gun parts by now. I think I got a few, but well, I guess I got to do more nomading. Ooh, a little hang up there. Every time I see gunpowder, I'm like, oh, and then I forget. I don't need it. I mean, I could probably use gunpowder for making pipe bombs, but I don't know. That's not exactly. I mean, I do like pipe bombs, but like I said, it'll take up space. Come on, buddy. Hey, my man. uh, and since I'm trying to carry as many guns as possible and ammunition, having that hanging out will make it so it, it takes up an extra slot for, trying to be very specific with what I'm doing with my run here. But that glue sure was tempting. Yeah, they shouldn't even add. Well, maybe they should have only added glue and no duct tape, which wouldn't have made sense, but, they didn't need both duct tape and glue. Hey, a couple more bullets. Getting all shotgun shelled up. How many I got now? Yeah, quite a few. Take on a small army. I was talking with one of the people that commented on my video, one of my Far Cry videos I made a while back, about a 700 Nitro Express, huge elephant gun, .7 caliber, 7/10 of an inch. I was talking about how it's illegal because they're considered destructive weapons after you get past 50 caliber, unless it's a shotgun, and of course the shotgun has to have sporting. It's a little complicated, but anyways, anything above 50 caliber is illegal. But then he made the point that you can actually own a 700 Nitro Express, because in the law, after I reviewed, it says that if the gun is unlikely to be used as a weapon, of course against somebody else, that they can bypass that law. So you can actually own a huge gun, but now that's not taken into account if it has to be grandfathered in, because I don't know if they're even producing those anymore. And also they're using smokeless powder, I believe. For a round like that, you don't want to use, or not smokeless, but just black powder. For a round like that, if you use smokeless powder, which is much more power, you would have to have a pretty heavy-duty rifle that could contain those kind of pressures, along with being able to shoot something like that. I haven't done too much research. Ooh. Damn, I'm getting hooked up. I haven't done too much research on how many grains the bullet does. I'm sure I knew it back in the day when I was real heavy into this, but when you're shooting that much lead, the Newton's law definitely comes into effect for how much, even though it's a small piece of lead, the amount of force that you're using to push it out the barrel will create such a recoil that black powder is ideal for that, because it gives more of a push. You don't have the sheer velocity, and the damage comes from the mass of the bullet itself. So, well, I wonder if mine's... Oh, yeah, let's leave that. The mass of the bullet does most of the damage. Or, well, the velocity's still there, but you don't want super high velocities. So, I don't know. I would have to do a lot more research into it, but he was right, though. You can actually own some very large caliber guns. Now, one of the things about shotguns is that you can own those, and they are larger than 50 caliber. They get up to like .7 also. And so that means that you could own those, but there's a little asterisk next to that, and is that it has to have a sporting purpose to own one, or else it's considered a destructive weapon. So if you get a street sweeper, like a drum-fed shotgun, you can't own one of those, because that you're not going to go deer hunting. It is considered a destructive weapon. So it is kind of a complicated mess there. Also, say, I put in my comment, replying back to him, that said you got a 20 millimeter. Now those are typically used for military purposes. 20 millimeter Gatling guns, 20 millimeter Bofors cannons, used for very heavy targets. But you can actually buy a single shot rifle. Or, well, no, okay, you can't buy. You can. they make single shot rifles in 20 millimeters, huge. They'll shoot right through an engine block. And since that's not going to be used, most likely as a weapon, you know what I mean? If somebody owned it, it would just probably just be for, most likely just be for, you know, target practice, showing off to your buddies, whatever. You still can't own one of those. But I think that falls into the destructive weapon category because of the amount of energy that it shoots, or well, the amount of energy produced from the bullet itself impact can be considered explosive, because, you know, the sheer amount of energy released firing a bullet that size, which is very large. It's way beyond a 700 nitro or even a 50 caliber, 50 Browning machine gun. So I can see why they don't want people just toting those around. Of course, shooting one is ridiculous. You got to be, you know, prepped for that. And a skinny guy like me can't exactly just go pop around off one of those without detaching my retinas or something. If you haven't seen a single shot, you can look it up on YouTube, but only after the video's over. And so, very cool gun, you know, just because they made it. You know, I've always wanted a 50 BMG. Yeah, 380. I'll take those. Oh, 390. What's going on here? I've always wanted a 50 BMG, a 10-shot semi-automatic. It's the Barrett 82A1, or at least it used to be. They may have renamed it. The military uses them for long-distance suppressive fire, light armor, things like that. It's about an $8,000 rifle. It may be more now. Very expensive, but you know, I always wanted one just for, you know, going out and shooting. Just because it's pretty much the extreme that a normal guy like me could buy. Now, if I had a Class 3A license, then you could buy anything. I could buy a 20 millimeter rifle, and that would be a little crazy. Well, that was my little spiel on guns. Actually, I know quite a bit more about guns, and if you guys enjoy me talking about guns, I could do it more and more videos. But man, why didn't I check all these? Not bad, getting all stripped up. So anyway, yeah, Class 3A license, kind of difficult to get, but if you do have one, you could own really almost anything you want. Silencers, you could own a Gatling gun, or, you know, a minigun, a miniature gal, whatever the hell that really stands for. But let's see here. Oops. And so our video is just about up. So let me make that. No, repair that. Need some more 44 Magnum ammo. What was that under? That sticks. Under. Oh. There we go. So anyway, that's about it for this video, and then I'll start from here in the next video, and I'll probably be talking about more guns anyway. While I fart around. I think I am done looting this place, though, to tell you the truth. Let me check real fast. So I'm pretty damn sure I got all that. Let's see, bookstore, another building. Yeah, I got that. So okay, this whole place is done, and I am probably gonna have to head out this way. But I need to catch that plane. So anyway, alright. Beyond that, this is the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. And thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this or anything else I uploaded, make sure to like and or subscribe to Dreadscape. Thanks.